If you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering, how do I get better at Ninja Gaiden? Well, I'm going to tell you, and I am going to give you a play style that is going to get you through any situation in this game. I'm also going to do every boss fight in the game for you and how to cheese every single fight. I'm going to provide timestamps for this, and we're going to start with basics, advanced, and then we'll do every single boss fight. But let's start by going to new game, and I want you to pick the very hardest difficulty that you got. And that is maybe Path of Mentor, it might be Master Ninja. I'm not sure, but go ahead and let's do that. No. Make sure I start with level 1 Dragon Sword here. I'm not doing new game. First thing I want you to do as soon as we get into the game, after you get through the cutscene, we're going to go to controls. Go to configure controls. I'm sorry if you've been playing the game like this the whole time without changing this, but let's go ahead and change block to left trigger. Swap left trigger with left bumper. For some reason they changed that in this game and it made it weird. You should be blocking. It's just so much easier to dash around and block and do everything with that. So let's go ahead and do that. Next thing I want you to do is work on jumping. We're gonna do the wind run, which is square or X and A at the same time, or whatever, jump. Basically, okay, so let's just call light attacks 1, and we'll call heavy attacks 2. And light attacks would be X or square, and heavy attacks would be triangle or Y. So we're gonna jump and press light attack at the same time. You'll do this little blue jumpy thing, all right? Practice that. And then I want you to just hold down, block, and dash around a little bit. Block, dash, jump, block, dash, jump, block, dash, jump. If you do 2 of those blue jumpies, you will do a guillotine throw. Yeah, I'm gonna die a lot in this demonstration. But you know what? I want to prove that I ain't no bitch, you know? Okay, so if you do the special jump twice, you'll do the guillotine throw, which does that. It's good because it gives you iframes, but I hardly ever do it, and I'm not worried too much about doing it. So you'll probably eventually start to notice, if you're playing around with this now, that when you do that special jump, you tend to jump towards the closest enemy, which is sweet, because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to press our heavy attack while we do that. And it always puts you in motion. If you're here, and you'll just jump, but if you do the special jump, you'll jump towards them, which can save a lot of time. So if you press triangle now, you'll dash towards them. Not every weapon has a flying swallow move like that, but just jump, heavy attack, jump, heavy attack, jump, heavy attack. And you can get through a lot of the game like that. Now, after you play around with that, it's great because it staggers the enemy. And they will stay staggered, I don't know, for about 1 second, but in that 1 second, it allows you the opportunity to hit them with a combo, which is sweet. And then once you unlock your bow, we'll talk about another way to stagger them, but we're not there yet. So let's go to our Thizzle here and look at the Izuna drop right there, the throw. And that would be 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, or light, heavy, light, 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 heavy is how you perform that. Now, I like to go in with a stagger, what I call a stagger anyways. So flying swallow in. Usually that works when there's more enemies. You kind of tend to, let me just restart and die here actually. But when you land with the Izuna drop, when you slam them down into the floor, it staggers the enemies around you. And you also can't really be hit in the air by melee using enemies, you know? You can get hit by projectiles sometimes, but you're pretty much safe in the air. That and the Izuna drop creates iframes. And so I just want you to get that down on this fight. Get down the X 1 2 1 1 1 2 combo. There's easier Izuna drop combos later in the game. Like the staff, you can just jump and press 1 1 2, and that's it. Boom, Izuna drop. But I want you to get in the habit of that. Alright, now I want to explain something else. After you kill an enemy, they will drop yellow essence. If you're holding down block, that yellow essence will not be absorbed, and that includes while you're jumping around in the air. So if I stop holding block now, see, it comes to me. Some items and stuff in this game, like objects, I just keep attacking them. There we go. Some objects have it, so I'm still holding down block now. If you land and hold down Y, or heavy attack, after, oh, it's gone now. Let's get another one. Okay, if you jump and hold triangle, or hold heavy attack, like this, you will instantly charge an ultimate attack. Now you can do that combination. You can kill somebody, you can get some space, run away or something, land, boom. Obviously if there's 2 essence down, you'll get it faster. But just work on that. Work on blocking and getting 2 kills. Get 2 kills with the Izuna drop and then blocking. So let's go to the next portion. We'll talk about positioning and the rotation of fights here. Okay, once you get to this save point, you can practice this as well. So most encounters and fights in this game have some sort of amount of time before the enemies will reach you. And it's important to trigger that instance or that combat scenario or whatever. And it's important for you to understand when you can trigger it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So here we'll cross boundaries and I triggered it, right? Every single enemy spawned there. And once I kill them, you know, fight's over. Let's go ahead and die. And I'll show you how you can approach literally every fight. It's super cheap, but it works. It'll get you through Master Ninja, man. I'm telling you. Alright, so let's trigger the fight. We're going to go in and dash back out, and we're just going to... By the way, your ultimate technique does charge a little bit faster after a jump versus just like holding it here. So we're going to dash in, dash back out, hold, and then just wait. Start every fight like this. Well, guess what? I killed 2 people, and now I'm holding down block again. And we can do it again. And that guy's arm got chopped off, and we can finish him with an obliteration technique, which is just triangle. I know I didn't go over that, but just pressing triangle on him makes him do that. Okay, we have another fight up here. I shouldn't have hit save. I would have liked to redo that. We have another fight up here. Same thing. As soon as I cross this boundary, it'll trigger the fight, right? Go forward, go back. Oh, wasn't that close. It's okay to, like, experiment with this, though. You know, trial and error. Like, keep trying situations over and over again. Now we can go back here and do that. But let's say you do not have time to do that. That's when the flying swallow comes into play, like that, and your Izuna drops. Right, so now I have 2 essence down, and now we can just jump and hold again. And more than likely, your ultimate technique is probably going to kill 2 people, or at least 1 person, and cut another arm off or something, and then you can do another one. One thing I did not talk about there, though, that I should talk about now that we're here, is in terms of like rotations on the fights and what you should be doing and how to charge attacks, is if you also cannot go into a fight like that, you can stagger them and you can really protect yourself by throwing projectiles in the air. So now we have the bow here, and what you can work on now is this. Just right trigger. This really slows them down. I feel like it always hits the closest enemy. And now your Izuna drops are really easy. If you jump, now we got 2 essence. Oh, we got 1. Quick attack. They're not light attacks, it's quick attack. Once again, we're just going to run around and press the bow button. You see how that staggered him? And that left him open to a combo. Now we can get some space like that. Free combos. Also too, I really like doing the ultimate attack out of a combo like this. Which you can just like start your Izuna drop combo and then not finish it, you know, like this. So with the staff, once you get it to level 2, you can just jump and XXY. Or it'll do that if you do it wrong. But this is the first really easy Izuna drop you get in the game. Let's show you again. Jump. Jump. Finish. Jump. Charge. That's great. That's about it. Alright. Another really easy one is the claws. This has a flying swallow that you can do an Izuna drop out of by pressing heavy, light, heavy, or 2, 1, 2. So 2, 1, 2. Very broken. Very, very broken. Very. So you want to pick a good weapon here. I don't know if you have the Tonfas here, but I know you have the Vigorian flails at this point. And you want something that's guaranteed to probably get you 2 kills at least. This is a really hard fight. They throw a lot of heavy enemies on you, a few light ones. But if I don't get kills here, then I'm certain to delim at least a couple. Alright, I got 2 essence again. Got 3 essence that time. Izuna drop. Holding block, I'm waiting for that essence. There you go. There's a really hard encounter on Master Ninja, pretty much complete, just by using ultimate techniques. I would argue that it doesn't even take that much skill, like at all. Just some good timing, some good game knowledge, and that's it. I mean, did you really see me press any buttons there besides triangle? No. I did one Azuna drop on this guy here, which didn't even kill him because I'm on Master Ninja, and then the rest was just Azuna drops. I don't know, I should have said this sooner too, but you can, if you're having a situation like this where you have to fight a buttload of enemies, you can kind of abuse your camera. Uh, in most, or I know in some hack and slash games, this seems to be one of them. If enemies aren't on your camera, if meaning like if you can't see an enemy, even if they're there, they probably won't attack you, and you can kind of abuse that a little bit, you know. A lot of projectile enemies will still shoot at you and stuff, I think, but I definitely, you know, if you look at the situation here that I was in, when I was fighting over here, everything was behind me, and I was fighting like 2 enemies at a time, and that's all I had to worry about. But yeah, that's about it. If you found this useful in any way, shape, or form, please let me know. You don't even have to like or subscribe. Just like let me know in the comments or something. Um, yeah. So all right. So the first boss you'll fight against is these spider guys. They can be completely cheesed by spamming your ultimate technique. You'll back up once and charge again. Now I highly recommend using the lunar staff for this, which you will have during every spider guy encounter. I don't know why I'm using the sword here. I probably switched to the staff. Maybe I don't. Um, yeah, there we go. The staff just works so well on them for every encounter. Both the first times you fight them in chapter 1 and 2 works all the same. You can just run away and charge it again. Usually you can only charge it once like this, but sometimes you get to charge it twice, and you can just so easily take 0 damage. The only thing you kind of have to watch out for is when he throws projectiles at you. And yeah, really, really easy fight. Next one we have Genshin. Also want to fight him with the staff. You can kill him very easily by spamming your izuna drop combo over and over and over and over again. And you can actually catch him in a loop where you can do it to him twice in a row or 3 times in a row, and he actually won't get a single chance to attack you. It's pretty hilarious when you get that well. But hard to time, but it's okay. You don't have to get the loop. It'll still work all the same. He has a really hard time attacking you in the air, so yeah, works out very, very good for Genshin. Just keep spamming your staff. And boom, he's dead. Next one, electric guy. You want to spam forward, triangle, triangle with the dragon sword. Super easy, man. You can turn this guy into a complete clown like this. Look at him. Nothing he can do. He just keeps getting hit. And this is on Master Ninja too. So imagine what damage you do on the other difficulties doing this. Pretty silly. This is the harder version of him too, where he has some different moves and stuff. But yeah, that's about it for this guy as well. I don't have some of the fights too. I want to apologize. I don't have the Golem fight from chapter 3, and I don't have the oh, that's chapter 4. I don't have the Golem fight or the stupid worm tunnel dude that you have to shoot with arrows, but you'll figure those fights out. They're not a big deal. All right, so if you're playing on Master Ninja, these guys are fairly tough. You're probably low on resources. I talked about earlier in the video doing the combat guide that you can kind of abuse the camera a little bit. And you notice the other one right now is not attacking me, and that's because he's not in view of the camera. And so you kind of just want to abuse that as much as possible. Um, you know, eventually he is seen there and he does attack me, but you just really want to abuse that as much as possible for this fight and really stick to one of them. Now, their combos are pretty easy. You can squeeze an attack in right before they attack every time, or when they do their stupid little jump thing. And you can get a maximum of 3 hits in usually. I get hit there, I'm going to heal. That definitely would have killed me otherwise. So right here, 1, 2, 3. You have to delay that third one a little bit. And I squeezed in one right there before his combo, another one right there, another one right there, and there you go. That's how you want to fight this guy. You got lucky there, very lucky. That's for sure. The audio turned off, by the way, because yeah, a lot of the audio is bad, and for some reason my editing software can record me no problem, but when I try to do it on OBS, it's terrible, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Okay, next fight here is the Water Demon. Can be completely cheesed with Enma's Fang here. You just have to work on your timing a little bit. This fight's kind of like playing Guitar Hero, but you only have one button. And yeah, you just got to watch out for his little ice spikes. You kind of want to do it sooner than later so you have enough time before his second attack to charge up another one. And you have to watch out for his fish. You also want to, as soon as you see his fish charging towards you, you want to hit it again. Let's see if he does it here. So he does his ice attack. You want to immediately release triangle because he can do it again like that sometimes. You'll run out of time. Also the fish here, I do this too late. You want to do it sooner than that. But you'll likely get another free ultimate charge. And sometimes he does a combo like that where he does his ice spikes after fish, etc. So that's what you really have to watch out for. But that's about it. And see like that hit me that time. That sucks. And like now I'm almost dead. And that's because when I saw him do fish, I probably should have sent it a little bit sooner. But yeah, that's this fight. He's very cheesable, very easy. It takes a while to do it, but that's about it. I mean, not much skill involved on this fight. Maybe just a little luck, and I don't know, little luck and mostly good timing. Next, we have Volf here. He's very easy. He's a weird furry, and he can be killed by using forward and then holding triangle. Make sure you're holding triangle, otherwise this isn't going to work. You can use either set of dual swords for this, either the Dragon Claw Tiger Fang or the Blade of the Archfiend. I can only get in two sets of this combo or this attack at once because I don't know how to shuriken cancel. But if you can shuriken cancel, you can put him in an endless loop where he never has a chance to attack you, and it's hilarious. You can watch speedrunners do it; they're really good at it. It's awesome. Marbus here, no real cheese that I found for this guy. He's just kind of tough. You want to make sure you take out his little minions first and what I found is I found myself screaming in my head a bunch of times, make space, make space, make space, and really just pay attention to him and not the enemies, and then try to kill enemies in between his attacks. Your really only opportunity to kill him is when he does his spinny forward attack, which is not too bad to dodge, but as soon as you see him going forward towards you, that's when you dodge. Um, I kind of did a slow-mo example at the start because this was already another guide right there. Small window to dodge. You want to always attack him behind because he can grab you otherwise. If you're attacking him in the front, he will get up off his knees and grab you with him and you will die. And right here, I don't have a chance to go behind him, so I take an aerial attack instead. I do like that Izuna drop combo. Now right here, this is when he gets minions. Make space, make space, make space, go for a kill. Now that he's busy, make space, make space. Good. Those were good timing. I didn't dodge him though, because I'm a ding dong. And I probably shouldn't have done that either. I should have just dodged, focused on dodging him, but I think I might have been getting desperate at this point. This fight took me a little while, that's for sure. But I've found that this method consistently kills him. And then just dodge, boom, get behind him, go for some bigger attacks, make space again, make space, make space, make space. I don't know why I'm going for those attacks. I really should not be doing that there. I'm just taking unnecessary damage. There we go. Now I'm making space. You can see I was making some silly mistakes this fight. Here's a good chance for me. There we go. I'm taking that chance. Good dodge. making space again. Just watching him, not the enemy. And I'm hoping this Nimpo here finishes off the last guy. It doesn't, but I have good space, and I kill him. And he hits me one more time. That was a tough thing to dodge right after getting that last kill there, but that's alright. Hoping I can kill him in one more cycle of his thing. Good dodge. He's positioned himself against the wall though, so I can't get more damage in. I have to do the aerial attack so he doesn't grab me. Just waiting for one more spinny move attack. That's not it. He will just keep doing stupid dashes and throwing fire at you and everything, but if you're just patient with it, then whatever. Let me know in the comments if you are watching this if you know a better way to kill him than this. I'm sure it's out there, but that's the only way I know how to kill him. Here's a other version of me killing him on Ryu. Might want to just skip past this, I don't know. But he's really easy on Ryu. Once again, using the dual swords to kind of put out a lot of damage for him. You can get through most of the bosses with the dual swords. That includes the golem that you'll fight on chapter 10 before Zedonius, and the skeleton guy that you fight before Volf on chapter 6, I believe, or 7. I think it's 7, yeah. Now he's down. One round of that, and then we're going to fast forward here, and he goes down pretty quick. And I'm just using my Nimpo here that I have to kill his minions. I'd like to remind you that level 3 fire Nimpo allows you to shoot 3 fireballs and it pretty much one-shots the enemy. So, and I'd like to clarify that for this fight too, because this is a different fight than the first time you fight Zedonius. But the first time you fight Zedonius, you want to just use your Nimpo the same way I used on Marbus there. And it helps if you aim your Nimpo at the ground while he's in the air. You will guarantee hit his minions and they will die. On this fight though, you can just go over to this platform and his minions will not attack you. And then we're going to work on a little combo here that I discovered. His dash attack, by the way, is really hard to dodge. You have to jump out of it. So you have to dodge and jump at the same time. Otherwise, you're not going to do it. But the combo you want to do on this guy is just triangle, 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 or Y, Y, Y with the dual swords. And you can kind of force him to do his grab attack, which he's very vulnerable during his grab attack to combos. And you can force him to do that by dashing into him and then shooting an arrow. So I'll do it here. That forced a combo. I'm trying to force his grab attack though, and he hits me there because I probably did my arrow too late. You kind of want to do a late arrow like that, and then he did his grab attack there, and it's easy to dodge, and it kind of forces him to do that, and it's nice. But besides that, he puts himself into a corner here, literally, and just kind of gets stuck. It's kind of weird, but he's actually pretty easy to kill once you learn his abilities. This fight too, I had uh, no real issue with, so I don't really have any advice for this fight. I don't know of any cheeses for this boss. I don't know of any weird ways, but I really didn't have much problem with this boss, and I'm sure you probably won't either. My best advice is holding down block for her combos and moving around a little bit while blocking. And that's really it. She does her grab attack right there, which does a lot of damage. You can tell she's doing it when she cocks back one of her arms, you know, kind of like a punch like that. And it can almost one-shot you on Master Ninja. But this fight probably took me 5 to 10 tries on Master Ninja, which isn't a whole lot compared to some of the other fights. You know, I had some fights that probably took me 100 attempts before I figured them out. And yeah, this fight I feel like I still don't have figured out, but I can still go in there and pretty much get it on my first try. As long as you have enough heals by the time you get to her. It's really the fights before her that make this chapter really hard. I think we have, I don't remember who we have next. Volf? No, we already killed Volf. Oh yeah, the dragon. Same thing, forward triangle on this. This is also done on Master Ninja. You have to jump out of that attack as well, kind of like fighting Zedonius. You want to like dash and then jump, dash jump. I still get hit, but this fight's really no problem. You can afford getting hit a few times because you'll be doing so much damage with this forward holding triangle combo that he's really not much of a problem. And yeah, that's about it for the dragon. Once you cut his tail off too, he will do less tail attacks, obviously, because he doesn't have one. And yeah, he goes down pretty easy. Up next, we have the end of the game fights. This includes Fiend Genshin, which is different than normal Genshin. You can abuse Genshin by doing your Izuna drop combo. I recommend using the staff for this, not the dual swords. I don't know why I'm using the dual swords. They work okay, but they're not great, I would say. I would say the staff is a lot better. But for some reason, they work out okay for me this time. And yeah, that's about it on Genshin. Just do the same thing you did before, but with the staff as the previous version of Genshin's, and he's not too bad. This is the second part of Elizebet. This part is extremely cheesable, and you can do the same thing the first time you fight her. It's easier on the second fight, but the first time you fight her, you can still do the same thing. You just have to space yourself. But you can use Genshin's body here to block her on the second fight, and you can just charge your staff up all the way and do this. You do not need a level 3 scythe or even a level 2 scythe. Sometimes she flies over him like that, and you just have to back up again and then switch sides and then just continue on. Or sometimes she walks out like that and it's scary and she unblocks herself. You also have to be mindful of her ability where she does that, but then you just send a scythe attack real quick and you can get out of it or whatever. Also, she does her blood thing, which by now you probably know how to dodge already, but just in case though, when she does her blood attack, which she will at some point here, I don't know, maybe she gets stuck super bad, and she never does, but once again, just trying to get her stuck on the body and continue just cranking on it, you know? Pretty hilarious. She can't even hardly hit you with that melee. But this is what I discovered when I was doing the chapter challenge on this one, and I was completely out of supplies. I think I have literally zero heals right here, so I kind of had no choice but to perfect this fight. That's not too bad to dodge either. No, nothing special. You don't have to jump out of it. And I can't believe that. Maybe she actually doesn't do her blood attack a single time, but the key with her blood attack is just repeatedly hitting dodge and jumping kind of. You don't want to hit jump over and over again, but yeah. I was in the same situation for here because once again, this was a chapter challenge, so this was after the Elizebet fight that I had. So I had maybe one grains here, and that was it. So what I came up with for this fight was using my dragon sword a little bit to take out the fiends, and using my Nimpo, of course. But besides that, it's kind of like the Marbus fight, just space, 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 space. You can see there that the fiend hit me. I'm probably going to use my one and only grains here. Normally I use yeah, Blade of the Archfiend. There we go. And then you just use your ultimate technique on him when you can. This fight sucks. Absolutely sucks. It's really, he doesn't do much except for his lightning, and he doesn't really open up for you to attack him much. So just charging your ultimate technique when you can will get you to where you need to be. When he flies in the air like that, you need to make space because he can do a ranged attack on you. Once again, right there, got some more damage out on him, and it's good. That's kind of what you're looking for. He will spawn fiends again at half health, and it's a pain in the ass. But you want to go into this fight with some Nimpo, that's for sure. Maybe more Nimpo than what I had. I think I walked in with only 3, and then I picked up one more on that first group of fiends that I killed there. Sometimes you can't get your level 2 ultimate technique out, and you can only get the first phase of it or whatever, but that's okay. Gotta roll with what you can get, you know? Now he's gonna spawn fiends. Things are gonna get weird. I use the wind blades here because it allows me to just finish him pretty easy. And knowing that I had maybe one extra Nimpo there, I popped 2. And then you just want to use your obliteration technique on him and finish him off. I also got lucky there that the fiend didn't throw fire at me while I was charging up to attack the boss, but I'm just kind of mainly just ignoring him until I can get to him and finish him like that. And now once again, we're just gonna keep making space, running around, really not doing anything at all, and then charging up. There you go. Dodge the lightning again. Trick is just to keep moving on the lightning. It will not hit you if you're just doing your little run dodge like that. There he goes. He spawns the last phase. That's where I get lucky. I get 2 Nimpo, and I think I take out all but 1 here with the Nimpo. Just like that. Pretty nice. 1 left, and I get desperate here. I get excited, and I go for the kill. I take some damage from the lightning because of that. I have no heals here at all, so that was pretty risky of me. I also take some damage there. I really cannot get hit one more time, but that is not a problem for me at this point because this is probably my 20th try. And yeah, I am pretty used to dodging lightning at this point, if that makes sense. And then I end up getting him with the full combo there. But I know that if I can get through him, then I can get through the last 2 bosses. Because the final boss of this game is actually, in my opinion, super easy and very cheesable. This next one especially is really easy. I honestly don't see anyone watching this video for a way to kill this guy. He's stupid. But we'll go over him anyways. So the trick with him is just shooting and dodging. You want to shoot him in his head. It auto aims for you. You don't even have to aim at him. Sometimes it aims at his chest or stomach, tummy, his tum-tum, like that. But you just want to wait and go for it again. There's his head. Dodge that. His attacks are extremely easy to dodge. You just got to make sure after you do damage to him, you move either left or right because he froze up on you. Sometimes you can get in more than one attack on his chest, especially when he does this ability here. I like you can stagger him like that. There's probably no footage of this. Plus, I speeded up after this first phase anyways, because nobody wants to watch this. This fight's stupid. There we go. See, I hit him twice there. That's crazy. Pretty good. See, his fist attack isn't even anywhere near you. His fist attack is nothing about this boss is hard at all. It's extremely easy to get away with not taking damage on him. But yeah, that's that fight. Let's move on to the very last one. All right, I wouldn't necessarily call this a cheese, but if you do your izuna drop combo and then just don't hit Y at the end, so uh, X, Y, X, 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 or square, triangle, square, square, square. It's pretty good. He'll repeatedly sometimes try to grab you, and then you can just keep doing it over and over and over again like that. He's trying to grab me, do it again. He's trying to grab me, just do it again. I actually had to dodge that when I messed it up, but he's still trying to grab me and not having any success because I'm in the air. Yep, what a ding dong. And that's it. That's the end of this fight. Very, very fast, very, very easy if you just keep doing your 1-2 combo, you know? Your 1-2-1-1-1-1, 1-2-1-1-1-1, 1-2-1-1-1-1, and he's dead. But yeah, that covers that. That's all the bosses in the game. If you enjoyed this at all or found any help with it, then let me know, I guess.